What's good, yo? I hope everyone's having a good old lovely. Oh, okay, that's nice. God fucking damn it. Holy shit, who the fuck did that? Ah, yes, the father himself, Paul Averis. Of course he did. How you doing, my guy? Jesus fucking Christ, that was loud as shit. Let me check to make sure my stream shit. Hello, my friend. Hello, Atheris. How you doing, dog? Oh, how you doing? God. As you can tell, my voice is fucking raspy as shit. Still giving over some bullshit. Plus, I went out drinking last night, so I am dead inside. That's a cute twerking emoji. That's funny. That's funny. I like that. We fucking clear the fucking. No, yeah, don't take that stuff right here. My throat is no bueno. No bueno. Whose fucking emote is that? That's funny as shit. Alright, hold on. I need to make sure everything is okay. I need to make sure that everything is good on my side. And I know exactly where to do that and nope. Where is it? There we go. Oh. Okay, I think I'm pretty good on. Hey, YouTubes, stop it. Okay, I think I'm pretty good on my side. I probably gonna turn this down. Oh wow, that's actually already turned down a pretty good fucking amount. Hey. Oh, hi, Cole. Love you. I see you on the other side there. I see you on the TikTok side. How you doing, hon? Alright, let's get this show on the living road. Where is the is it this one? Is it this switch? Is I click the right button? Yes, I did. I did click the I love you too, Nicole. I love you too. But good, that's good to hear. I appreciate it. Oh, we have so much to talk about, and I am both slightly hungover and very drunk, but welcome to the Manga Cavalcade podcast, where we talk about various manga throughout the week. I am here to talk about many different manga that happens or that I read and I will discuss. As always, as the typical preamble, if you are reading or watching something and if you are ahead of time, please, there's spoilers ahead. I am giving you fair warning. I am giving you fair warning. I am giving you fair preparation. I am going to be talking about spoiler shit in here. So if you do not want any spoiler shit in here, do not continue. Which I will completely understand, but I am going to be talking about a lot of spoiler shit. I'm going to see you out soon this week. See you out soon, darling. I can't wait to see you. Love you. Love you. Kisses and hugs all the way, and have a wonderful day at work, and have a good rest of your week. Spoiler daddy. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Slay, girl. I appreciate you so much. Yes. I will be talking about various manga here. If you do not want spoilers, back out of the spoiler territory, because we're going into spoiler territory, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, because we are going to be talking about what I think is probably one of the big hot button stuff for this week, which is the Blue Lock and Nigerian match that just ended this week or last week. The most recent chapter we got, at least the one that I know that has been officially, I think, released in English, was the match just finishing. I've seen some of the leaks, some of the translations. I've seen some of the leaks and some of the translations for the aftermath of what happens. And I have also seen the Spanish translation, which I have no dialogue context whatsoever. I do have a lot of what do we call it? But I do have visual context on the most recent released chapter that was in Spanish, which visually is a lot and does actually confirm quite a lot, which is actually very, very big. But of course, the last time I talked about Blue Lock, if you have been a follower of the TikTok or YouTube or Twitch, the last time I talked about Blue Lock, I think in particular when was the last time it was talking about season 2. So it was the U20 match that I talked about Blue Lock, where it was all of the U20 Japan team versus Blue Lock. If Blue Lock won, they would have become the they like Blue Lock through their process would have decided the new U20 team. Which, before we get super deep into the Blue Lock stuff, I do slightly want to talk about specific. I do slightly want to talk about specifically, just quickly go through the Neo Eagoless League, because I never been through that. I never specifically got through that. I never really was able to get through that at some point. So I at least do want to go ahead and get through it as best as I can, for the most part, and at the very least, like share a little bit of my thoughts when it comes to the actual Nell League, the Nell arc that happened. So first off, Kaiser, great character, love Kaiser. I loved his interaction with Sagi. He was fucking great. I loved what they did with each of the what was it? With each of the clubs. All of the clubs and designs were fucking great. When it came to PXG, when it came to Bastard Munich, when it came to oh my god, I'm trying to remember all of the teams. FC Barsha, I think that's how I say it, because it's not FC Barca, based on FC Barca. Manshine City and Ubers, which all of the designs were great. All of the designs were cool. I think each of the, I'm not surprised about the outcome for who ranked at the top. Well, a little bit, but we'll get to that a little at a certain point. But like, obviously, each team had its like overall Japan stars, right? Like, Bastard Munich had like Isagi, a couple, like probably had the most stars, but Isagi was like definitely the top dog in that. PXG, Rin and Shido was kind of sharing that. Ubers was definitely Bado, with Aiku being like the defensive star alongside Don Lorenzo. Manshine had Reo and Nagi really be the ones to shine out, along with, even though, like, you know, Nagi didn't officially make it, but we'll get to him. Oh, trust me, we'll get to Nagi at some point. And then we had the one that I am disappointed about is that FC Barsha did not get, like, any time at all. Because, and, like, FC Barsha, for as much as all the teams had their time, I don't know why, but they just did not give, FC Barsha, like, any fucking time. Because Manshine had this story with, oh, how is Nagi and Reo's relationship gonna go? Sorry, I need to drink water. Jesus Christ, I need something in my system. With PXG, it had the whole thing of like Rin's story and like Shido and Gabriel. They got like a really good amount of time on that. When it came to what was it? When it came to the Ubers, it was all about like Baro trying to like transform himself, but him going against Snuffy and bringing Snuffy out of like retirement and shit like that. And then when it came to those were the three teams. And then FC Barsha, it was more of just kind of like a setup thing. It was just kind of like oh yeah, whatever, it's fine, just play Barsha, it's whatever. Like, they'll have their stories, they'll have their thing, but this is definitely more of a setup to just set up what Bastard Munich is in himself. And obviously Bastard Munich BM had like the most screen time of whatsoever. And each of those teams, for anyone who says it, because I've seen so many takes on this, so I'm just going to spitball a couple of just general ideas when it comes to the actual plot points for some of that. One, probably, I think, like, my biggest contention, I don't understand what people see in Ikaguru, I forget his fucking name, but the monk dude who, you know, prays the three shrines and shit like that. I don't necessarily see what people, I didn't for the longest time. I do sort of now, but it's just kind of one of those things where obviously he's kept at a certain place, he's kept at a certain point. I don't understand why people are so infatuated with him so fucking much. I think it's stupid. I think it's, I think he's like the most like overhyped character. Like, you want to talk about an overhyped character? I think Ikaguru is the most overhyped character in Blue Lock, and it's crazy because he came back with a little bit of drip to help Nagi after he was knocked out, and then people fucking all of a sudden super loved him. People liked him, and I'm not gonna lie, Ikaguru has some fucking really good action panels. Like, there's a lot of his action panels in the only match he played for Vtuber Munich when he was trying to pin down Rin. Those action scenes he has, they go fucking hard. And he does have a really athletic body, which is why I really like him and how he plays. But dude, like, he was so like, and I even read for context, because everyone I was talking to was like, oh, you gotta read like the Nagi side, because that's like where him and Shido played together, and you see like how good he is there. And I get it, his whole talent is supposed to be he's able to like create fouls, but like, again, with someone who's easily able to adapt super easily, is able to get countered super easily. Rin was able to counter it after like, what, 2 interactions with him, like interacting with Ikaguru, so it was fucking whatever. Second plot point. Second thing I wanted to bring up. Ubers didn't lose through plot. I don't think people understand how fucking soccer works, and that's what the thing upsets me. Because I think coming out of the Nell arc, there's a lot of people who were talking about, oh, Baro and all of them lost to fucking the Vtuber Munich because of plot. On paper, they're like the best team. On paper, it's like, yeah, defensively, they're on the best team, but you gotta remember, yeah, their team is very adaptable. Mark Snuffy probably has the most tactical mind within the 5 Masters. Baro, and the way that they had structured everything around Baro, was actually built pretty fucking well. But people need to understand that Vtuber Munich is a more well-rounded team. They have the defense when it comes to people like Raichi and Corona. They have the attacking power with people like Kaiser and Asagi. They have those weird-ass wildcards that they can pull out, like fucking Kunigami and Hiyori. They have a well-rounded team that's also able to superly fucking adapt. Yet people somehow don't actually understand that for some fucking reason. I don't know why it's so difficult for people to understand that. And I think they only say that because I think the Blue Lock fandom really wants a really good defensive lockdown team. And I understand that. I understand why you want that, and I understand why you would need that. But you need to understand that that's not Blue Lock. that's like a defensive team with like very little proper striking options is going to get beat by a well-rounded team. I'll never understand why this is a narrative that like the Blue Lock fans want to push, of Ubers being the most like dominant team on paper. And like, maybe if you like, once you add the Masters on the field, maybe with Snuffy, because Snuffy I think is one of the only like 2 Masters that can like really put down Noah consistently. Like, obviously we saw Lavio score, but that was more of the fault for Misagi, and like Chris Prince was holding him down, but I think he's too cocky for his own good. Loki can pin down Noah, but I am on the side of he is more of just a natural speed demon, and he relies a lot on speed, which is fair, because that's not as different as somebody like a Chigiri or a Zengetsu, who, like, they rely on a lot of their speed, which is good. Zeph, hello, hi, I am hydrating, don't worry, I am hydrating, don't worry. I am doing the good stuff, I promise, which I needed. I drank a lot last night, so Jesus fucking Christ. I really fucking need it. But I like how you're spamming some with all this stuff. I don't know why it's not all working. Don't waste all your points, because I don't even know if the sounds are gonna come through. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, all right. You do use F. You do use F. Spam it. I don't even know if they were working right now. I don't know if they're gonna come in. I don't know why. You might have broke the system. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't know why they're not working. She's just been. I hope they're going off. I don't even know if they are. Back to the thing. I will never understand why that whole system is just. I don't know why people latch so hard and so much to the Uber stuff. It makes no reasonable fucking sense to me, and I will never actually truly get it. Also, Zeph, if you're still there, let me know if the sounds aren't actually working. Thank you for the subs, Zeph. I appreciate it. I love you. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate it with all the love. Also, yeah, let me know if the sounds are working. I don't have my headphones on because I don't want my headphones on right now. But do let me know if the sounds are actually working, because that means I might need to actually go ahead and fix it at some point. But yeah, I've been rambling. Long story short, I will never understand why people like Ubers. I know why people like Ubers. Ubers, I think, character building wise, I do like them the most, because they are the type of people, they are that team I think I like the most, because they have Baro. They have my favorite new Gen 11 when it comes to Don Lorenzo, which I know he didn't show the fuck out and people complained about that, but I think Don Lorenzo is like at least personality wise, is my favorite new Gen 11, because everyone else seems kind of just cocky or whatever, but like Don Lorenzo is so carefree about anything. I'm actually surprised. Backstory wise, it makes sense why he is with. Actually, no, that's not true. I would take back what I was going to say. I was going to say he was so carefree. I'm surprised he wasn't attached to somebody like Lavio. But I actually completely understand why someone like Don Lorenzo wasn't actually attached to Lavio, because Don Lorenzo is more of a person who's doing stuff for the sake of the money and the sake of pride, while Lavio is someone that just kind of does it for the love of the game. Also, Zephyr, I like how you spam the emotes. I love you. You have way too. Yeah, I know it's technically not morning for you, but you have so much energy in the morning. It is insane. It's funny. I love it. I love it, and I love you. You're fucking amazing. God, is there anything else I want to talk about? Oh, I'm actually super disappointed Gabriel didn't get more time in the Nell League. I feel like he was super hyped up as this like young star that could be even like that could be like better than any of the like new Gen 11s potentially, but like we only saw him show out once, which, to be fair, his show out is really good, because the only other person that could pass as well as that to Shido was Sai, which definitely puts you on that level, which is good. I can use the emotes I made, lol. That is nice, and they're very cute emotes, which for anyone that's watching this on the rewind stuff, please follow Zafira, favorite person. I need to learn how to do the shout out stuff on Streamlabs and shit, because I have no actual loving clue how to do it. Shows how much of a good streamer I am, because I just don't know how to do like half of this shit. So my apologies, but for anyone who is watching on the TikToks or on like Twitch or anyone like that, please follow Safira. She should make a YouTube where she could at least re-upload her streams, to help with the growth, cause that would be convenient, and I could help her promote that, YouTube as well, but to each your own, no pressure. I don't want to force you to do anything you don't want to. Okay, so like, what we go over, Kaiser was a really good character, loved his background. Shush, yeah, you shush, but you know I'm right. Kaiser was a really good character, really, that fucking pairing that Kaiser and Isagi made towards the end of the PXG Max, fucking beautiful. I love that so much, and Isagi's evolution through all of that is amazing. Also, I don't know where the fuck the narrative came where Isagi is a fucking midfielder. No. Where the fuck did that come from? Okay, sure, he is playing he's playing very deep for what should be in a striking position. I understand that. But motherfuckers, when did we ever consider Isagi a midfielder? And I know people are going to go off and they're going to be like, oh, Asagi's a midfielder because he's going up and down the field. He's the most adaptive player. He should be a field fielder. No, motherfucker. He is doing that in order to devour people so he can add that into his own reactions. I don't understand how people get that. I don't understand how people work like that. You guys are fucking insane. I don't get that. The big thing I want to take away from the Nell arc as well, especially the aftermath. I extremely loved how there were so many motherfucking people who were just so happy to see Nagi go, right? Oh, Nagi, he was a fraud anyways. He was just a natural born talent that had a small cap. And everyone was so happy that Nagi was gone. And the entire time I remember just sitting there in like the Blue Lock community and the Blue Lock comments being like, oh, Nagi's not coming back. It doesn't make sense. We told you he was coming back. We told you he was coming back. We understood he was coming back, and everyone just constantly complained. All the Asagi fans, all the delusional Igaguru fans who thought that he was properly coming back, which to be fair, he's most likely going to come back at some point in like later in the arc. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it gets to like later on. I wouldn't be surprised. We will talk about that later because I have my own thoughts because there's a lot that we actually have to talk about after the Nigerian match as well. But yeah, it was so funny watching all the Nagi haters hate on all the Nagi fans because he got eliminated so close. Big calling him Nagi a fraud, Nagi for that. And what did he say? He was gonna come back. Now, do I completely like the fact that he came back? No. But obviously, it's supposed to show a different type of plot point. Obviously, it is supposed to have the kind of contention on how this next arc is going to be. People need to understand that is the case and that is how it's supposed to be. Nagi was always going to come back one way or another. He's too important and given too much time. The man was quite literally given his own side story. You are not eliminating the character who has his own side story out like that. Or if you are going to do that, it's going to be in the style of like what everyone assumes Chigiri is gonna go through, right? Where everyone assumes that Chigiri is gonna re-injure himself again or something like that, and they're gonna have to he's gonna have to bring him out. It's gonna be in a style of like that where it's gonna be way more dramatic. He's not just gonna get eliminated. He was obviously built up as somebody who is supposed to be this like more highbrow character in the sense of like, oh, I'm going to be the character who's going to come back bigger, better, all this shit, super hyped, whatever. Like, it's supposed to be this extremely, massively big fucking moment of just of like, I'm gonna make this big comeback, and he did. And to all the people who are Nagi fans are just like, oh well, why is he going against Blue Lock? You're also delusional, because that was the only way it's gonna happen. Ego was never going to let him back into Blue Lock. Ego was never going to allow him to come back jauntingly. He was going to come back as the villain. He was going to come back as the bad guy because that's how it always was supposed to be. That's how it always was supposed to be. That's how it was going to be. That's how it was set up to. And you know what? That's what I want. I want Nagi to be the villain. I want Nagi to be so determined to be the best in the world now that he doesn't care about anything. Remember, Nagi cared about his friends. He cared about being with people, which is why it had made him lose. It's why he failed. And Asagi learned that very often. He's around people that will support him, but are just as egotistical and as devour hungry as he is. Nagi and Rail's relationship did not work because they were satisfied with the friendship, not with winning. So that's why Nagi needs to be the villain. He